Hello, everyone. It is time that we start our annual venture into my eventual madness. It's Spooktober. Now, I know this is a day late because I got my days mixed up, but we're gonna start off Spooktober with a story of which I guarantee you will have no good. This is Scarlet Hollow, episode 1, Monday. Now, there are multiple episodes to this, but this is the only one that's out right now. So let's jump right in and see what happens to me, I guess. Let's just go for Mushi. Yes, you live in a city of, sure, I'll answer truthfully, Macon. Select gender does not affect gameplay. Okay. Traits unlock additional path and dialogue options. You know a lot of fun facts. Research is your favorite activity. You're a straight A student. Well, I do know a lot of fun facts, and research is my favorite activity, but those straight A's is the part that's getting me. You're strange and unusual. You see the threats of reality in a way others cannot. It smells BS, also good at BS. No door can hold you. Attractive, charming people want to either be with you or be ya. Observant, picks up on vibes, understands other perspective. I feel like Keen Eye is the one that fits me the most, but I would like to try Mystical. But we'll go with Keen Eye for now. Unless I can I can do. How many can I do? I can just do 2. Awesome. Okay, this is gonna be cool. I can already feel it. You jolt away as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seated depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. And me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Should I engage with this guy? I'm gonna remain silent. You do your best to keep a blank face. Waking up and by extension accidentally giving him permission to keep talking to you was a mistake. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad though. And not just playing. But she kept swinging and she was getting closer and closer to the edge, so soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh, but we fished her out and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. So about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you just, like, want to kill somebody? What's wrong with you? Why are you telling me this? I have never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking to him. You sit awash in horror, but doing your best to keep a neutral face as this man admits he thought about murdering the soon-to-be murderer of his child, a child whose birth he is currently missing and is considering ditching to go have fun in New York. Anyways, where did you say you were headed? I'm returning to my ancestral home. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, this guy's kind of weird. I'll respond with a mystical response. My mother fled from her destiny there many years ago, but now that both she and her sister are departed from this world, I can feel it calling me back. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. One perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around, so if you're getting off at my stop, you must be headed up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now. Though, actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see. There's always a job listening or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone for once, focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger reference to his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figure you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Take the peanuts. You take the peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Oh, he was weird. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. I don't know if you should have interacted with him more, but I would not have. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as the bus pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Mushi. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Offer your boiled peanuts as a condolence. So like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha. I don't know if boiled peanuts exactly counts as a condolence. I'm just gonna give her my condolences normally. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think she would have taken my peanuts too lightly. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. I guess we're both members of... No, now I know that ain't right. How are you holding up? Fine. Are you sure? You seem tense. Are you sure you're alright? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. So I don't want to say that one because that seems just kind of bad. And so should I talk about the funeral? Have we ever actually met? If you have to ask it, probably not. I am curious about the funeral. I feel like it might be a little risky asking it. So the funeral's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. That's almost a whole week. Need any help planning, open casket, embalming, reception? I guess. Although I feel like you already have it planned out at this point. If you ever need any help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed a coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Okay. Well, I didn't do much. Have you ever actually met? Have you ever actually met before? I'm pretty sure this is the first time, right? Yep, you have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. I don't know. That was not. Is that bad? I wish I had known about you. Yeah, Dead Moms Club. I'm gonna do my I'm gonna try to do all my mystical stuff. I don't know though. I don't know if people really respond to it that well. Yeah, Dead Moms Club. Wish I'd known about you. Let's go with it, I guess. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. A gaping maw intent on consuming itself to oblivion. I only hope we can mend it during our time together here. Great. Good for you. Taps. I don't think anything we say is gonna change how this woman feels about us, so let's just do the Dead Moms Club thing. Your cousin turns to stare at you and icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she was somewhere else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cut. I made a mistake. Yeah, I definitely did. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the cart eases up the steep mountain road. Yeah, if there was ever a chance of her liking me, it's completely gone now. And here it is, the Scarlet's death. That looks like a death trap. The old family homestead, though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is now lost in use, someone used to dingy apartments in great cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning underneath her words. The fading majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin as you stare at it perched on a crumbling cliffside. You can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges in the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful. You really let this place go, huh? I thought you were low, you couldn't afford to fix this dump. So you live here? I really don't want to get on her bad side any more than I already have, because I feel like I've just ruined our first meeting. I don't want to lie though. Maybe if I say it like I mean it, but I don't really mean it, it would definitely be a lie. I would be lying about lying. So you live here? She'd probably just be like, yeah, what of it? I don't know. I don't want to remain silent though, that just seems kind of rude. I'm just gonna go with the first one because I feel like that's what I would have said. Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. I can feel nature reclaiming this place. Also my little P&Js. Don't worry, I can my food in town. I want ice cream. I can admit, that's just a nice way of saying your house is being overrun by growth and you need to fix it. I don't know, the nature? I feel the wild energy in this room, as if the natural world is creeping in to finally reclaim its territory. Okay, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week, but you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always gonna be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're gonna have a rough time this week. Ha, awesome. Awesome, I love P&J. PB&J. How did you know it's one of my favorites? The smile can't be real. No, it can't be. I didn't, but good for you. Is there anywhere somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? But aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store very folksy, but I'm your guest. I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Sweet, thanks. Yeah, I'm just gonna say thanks. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. She was very explicit about not touching her ice cream, so I'll skip that. All right, what's next? All right, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Fro. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Pet the cat. I'll take her advice. That's her animal. I'm sure she knows what the animal likes. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guess the bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. It's a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Slip the toilet seat. You lift the toilet seat, but skitter from the bowl. I just felt like a little happen in the back of my throat. Yeah, I'm good. I'll pass. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. I mean, there's no toilet paper. Roaches just crawled out of the toilet. There's flies buzzing around. Oh, but if I don't do this now, is there gonna be like something later where I have to use the bathroom and I end up having to go really badly and like dying because of it? I just looked over at OBS and I saw 0 and I was like, oh god, have I not been recording? But I was looking at the live button and not the recording button, which shows 17 minutes, so that's good. Okay, well, hey, I really don't want to. I feel like this toilet is gonna suck out my soul, but it has been hours since I've gone, so I feel like this is something that I need to do, or I will be screwed later since this has consequences. So I'll just shut it up. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest bedroom. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. That closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. You can use the dresser. It should be empty. People have died here, haven't they? Well, it is the old house. What's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. What kind of family stuff? Unimportant family stuff. Cool. I can't even, who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you will sleep here. Carry on a fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. You know what? I feel like I've been a little hard on her in this house. I'm just gonna say, this room is nice, thank you. Good. You should be honored to stay dishonored to stay in a historic landmark such as this. Every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. I guess I'll start to get settled. I am curious about that mystical explorer, but I feel like she kind of already confirmed that, but it could lead to some interesting things later. I guess I sense a heavy spiritual fog hang over this room. People have died here, haven't they? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Why did Tabitha invite us? Because she doesn't really seem to want us here. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. I know you hate my mom, but stop taking it out on me. Listen, I don't know what my mom did when she left, but that has nothing to do with me. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. Can't we just start fresh now that it's just us? Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please, just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration. I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Hashtag girl boss. I didn't know we owned the coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your mother forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous and running it is difficult. I can't babysit you and do my job. Hashtag girl boss? Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Mushi. Any other inane questions before I leave? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? I'm sure you'll figure it out. Are you sure you can't take the day off? You would have said that. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to be done this week. Your cousin leads to the front door, and now it's just you. You in the sprawling, decrepit estate. PB and J sounds good. Settle. Go straight to the ribbon. I'm just gonna go die now. Yeah, that sounds like death. Should we eat? Let's head into town. Maybe we can get some food there. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You drop your bags off in your room and head out to explore the town. I feel like if we explore the Forbidden Wings, we'll probably die, so. If you'd have known you wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two between and bury some of the tension. But maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it to town. The holler, as that guy in the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It has this feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggy! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Oh, pet the dog! A pug, she's so cute. I don't do well with dogs. Wow. I'll just say a pug, she's so cute. I love pugs, she's so cute. Well, I don't love pugs, but you know, they're adorable. Thanks, she is cute. Oh god, the pug noises. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out. She's got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. That's amazing. 17, that's incredible. It sure is. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? Ah, what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You're in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Offer her your boiled peanuts. Yes? Yep, I just got into town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? I haven't seen her since Pearl End passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. A darkness hangs over her. She seems alright. I'm worried about her, as always, Zoe. I don't know what she's doing, I don't care. I'm sorry. I want to say she's struggling, but I am curious about that nickname. Let's explore it, and hopefully Keen Eye is still there when she's done. I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Cool, it didn't. She's struggling. I don't think she's doing too well. She's been icy, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges. To be honest, it's always been hard to tell if she's just that, if that's just the way she is, or if she's just been putting on an act her whole life. I think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Ah, nice. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her a bit. I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Sure, man. Oh wow, so there are people here. I was getting the impression that there wasn't. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life, all of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patron realizes that a stranger has entered the establishment. Man, small towns, I do not know this experience. Well, everyone's looking at me, so should I introduce myself? Or should I just like, peace out? Hey, I'm Mushi. Just in time for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending you didn't notice everyone gawking at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you're expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And when you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Keen Eye, just settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. No, sure, let's listen in. Stella pets Gresham while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet her. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why she looks so sad. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you going to finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea. We gotta get home to help Daddy. Oh, that must be Jane. Janie? Something like that. In a far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around a corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. So that's the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering right, for old Miss Pearl Ann. May she rot in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Lloyd. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as laying to rest. If you've been around in her heyday, you'll be speaking ill too, Tommy. He's right, nastiest woman I ever met. That Tabitha's a blessing compared to her. Cursed a whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. That's enough of that. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully placed a cup specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Avery. Can I have some sugar? Already taken care of. I know you like your coffee drowned in cream and sugar. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gresham sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you? Offered him your boiled peanut. Why do I want to give them my boiled peanuts so bad? It's some bacon back for dog. I don't have a lot of money though, right? I'll get a coffee and a biscuit, why not? Could I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Oh, she winks at me. Best in the county. Avery pours a fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? They get you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is that like a church thing? Sure, is that like a church thing? Is the potluck the church thing? Would it be weird for me to come and I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. A non-religious community in the rural South. Hell yeah, religion sucks. Wow. I feel like that's so stereotypical to say though. I just say I get that. I'm not of a church-going persuasion myself. Same for me. Whatever feeling some folks get in church, I think that must be the feeling I get when I look up at the sky on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. But that's not to say we're a ton of heathens or anything like that. There are plenty of God-fearing folks around. They just aren't fans of the church. Well, the building's fine, but the pastor's another story. There's something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. Do you have something in mind? Don't telling me this is a loaded question if you got something in mind. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera. It's always better when someone else is there to... Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house, she sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. What do I look like, a charity case? Chow down. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that. I don't know. Usually when people give me stuff for free, I say thank you. So, I mean, not like that. That sounds like I'm just like, hey, thanks, I deserve that. But you know, like, thank you, I really appreciate it. That kind of thank you. So I say, thanks, it looks great. Thanks, Avery, it looks great. Mystical, you pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it's good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite, it melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Awesome. How does that make you money? Indeed. Tell me, please. No, you and everyone else. What kind of videos do you do? Cool, what kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Mushi. It's amazing. I think the best beauty to start would be the river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that outing at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. Then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks say it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I've also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara, so that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Oh, it looks like a mountain lion. Oh my god, really? Whatever it is, you should leave it on. Or really totally, hold on. That looks like a mountain lion? Despite the shaky camera, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure that it's a mountain lion. I think it's a mountain lion. Can you see its little kitty cat ears? No way, it's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack Squat. There's no reason one would be swimming in a river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there are always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly, some exotic pet owner set it free, and now they'll forever roam the Catawaba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Oops, sorry Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after a skunk ape. Isn't that... what? What's skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. But most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? That depends. Will Gretchen be there? Who the heck is Gretchen? Oh, the dog. Absolutely against my better judgment. Yes, are you nuts? Not gonna have anything else going on. I guess. Sure, man. Absolutely, I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started a channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me to thinking, I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old game back together. So I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole, if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, she's just here for the week. Anyway, we're gonna look for a skunk ape. We could take the Easter trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Ha, yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Oh, she looks sad. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He decided to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so? I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you love him. We just swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice, sure. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. He pauses before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Don't leave it till you didn't even spend any money. But they were really nice and they gave me a... I don't really know how much money I have though, which is killing me. I did basically get a free meal though, so I'll leave a generous tip. Usually if I can pull out a crumpled $5 bill, you know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you got it. You pull out the smooth bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Huh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner, you following close behind. Nice. Wait, is it dark? Did I just stay out here? It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding. I don't know, man. She seems chill. She doesn't seem like she tried to kill me, and she has a pug! If a dog owner is gonna kill you, a pug is not the dog that they would have. Isn't that right, Lee? He's not even looking at me. I'm gonna say a lot. Nothing. There's just a void open in my soul. I feel calm. I don't know, but it's actually like strangely calm. I don't know, I feel calm. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along your front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days, each summer's the hottest yet until next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel the chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun like skunk apes. How do I save actually? Ah, hello. So I think I'm actually gonna leave it here with our engrossing topic of skunk apes. This has actually turned out to be a bit longer than I thought it'd be, but I don't know how long it'll be exactly, so we'll just have to keep playing until we find out. So far, nothing spooky, but I'm sure that is soon about to change with the discovery of skunk ape. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, drop a like below and leave a comment. I'll reply to anything you guys put down there. Also, subscribe! It lets me know you guys are interested, and if you ring that bell, it lets you know when I upload the next video. With that being said, Mushi Gamer, signing out.